This is the Illinois River, near Starved Rock. Back in the 1970s, a fish called the Asian carp got loose in the United States, swam up this river, and took it over. In some stretches, the carp grew to 70% of every fish in the water, so people threw everything at them. They ran electricity through a canal to shock them back. They poured poison into the river. They spent over $1 billion building a wall to keep the carp out of the Great Lakes. And still, the carp kept coming back. Then, a few years ago, something flipped. The carp near Starved Rock started vanishing on their own. So scientists went out to the river to find out why. And the answer was nothing anyone had bet on. To understand why the carp are vanishing now, we first have to see how they took the river in the first place. Go back to the 1970s. Down in the American South, fish farmers had a problem. Their ponds kept clogging up with algae. So they went to China and brought back a fish that eats algae all day, the Asian carp. Drop a few in a pond and the water stays clean. It worked. Then the fish got out. They slipped their ponds, found open rivers, and within about 10 years, they were breeding in the Mississippi Basin. From there, they pushed up into the Illinois River and kept climbing. And these fish breed like almost nothing else in the water. One female silver carp can drop hundreds of thousands of eggs in a single season, sometimes over 1 million. Now picture every female in the river doing the same thing. They eat all day too. A silver carp swims with its mouth open and strains the plankton straight out of the water. The tiny stuff. And that tiny stuff is the exact food every native fish needs, from the newborn fry on up. So the carp get to the bottom of the food chain first, and everything above it starts to starve. And you can measure what that did. Take the gizzard shad, a native fish that eats the same plankton. Bass and catfish feed on the shad, so the whole river runs on them. Once the carp moved in, the shad started shrinking and thinning out, because the carp were eating their food first. Same story for the big-mouth buffalo, another native. Both went into decline. The carp were quietly starving out the fish that were there first. Give it a few years, and the carp owned the place. In the central Illinois River, you now get more than 1,200 carp packed into a single kilometer of water. In some stretches, they grew to as much as 70% of the fish in the water by weight. You pull a net, and it comes up carp, 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 and maybe one native fish gasping in the pile. And the silver carp does one more thing. It flies. A boat motor spooks it, and a 10-pound fish rockets straight up out of the water, as high as 10 feet in the air. Now you're doing 30 miles an hour down the river, and a fish the size of a bowling ball is coming at your face. The government keeps a list of what these fish do to people. Black eyes, broken bones, concussions, cuts from the fins. People have been knocked flat in their own boats by a fish they never saw coming. Now here's why Illinois couldn't just let it slide. The Illinois River runs north up to Chicago and connects through a man-made canal straight into Lake Michigan. And Lake Michigan is one of the Great Lakes. Drinking water for more than 40 million people. A fishery worth over $5 billion a year. Let the carp reach that water and settle in, and they do to the Great Lakes exactly what they did to the Illinois River. Strip it bare and take over. So the state threw money at the door. In 2002, the Army Corps sank an electric barrier into the canal, about 37 miles from Lake Michigan, to shock the carp downstream. Then came the big one, a $1.5 billion project at Brandon Road, near Joliet, loaded with bubble walls, underwater speakers, and more electricity, all built to hold that one choke point. Billions of dollars on the line. And the carp still breed faster than any crew can pull them out. So people started asking a different kind of question. Forget building a wall against the carp. What if something already living in the river